Hello friends, I'm Pratik from LWP Labs. Welcome to another module of Azure Data Engineer classes. So in the last module, we have gone through Azure services, what all our services are available in your Azure, what all are needed for your application. We have discussed some of them, but it is important to know that whenever you're working on a project, you should use either a managed or an unmanaged service. So we will get into a managed and unmanaged service. So what is this managed service? Basically, unmanaged and unmanaged services, they define like how much control and responsibility that you will have over the resources that you will use in the cloud. So managed service, basically it means Azure will do all of the things for you. It can be maintenance, it can be updates, it can be security. All of them will be handled by Azure automatically. You won't be focusing on anything else. You will only focus on using the service. And some of the examples for managed service are Azure SQL Database and Azure App Service. And another service that is available in Azure is an unmanaged service. So what is this unmanaged service? Unmanaged service means that you will be responsible for managing and maintaining the aspects of the service. Means you will be in control of the configuration, in the updates, in the security and scaling, maintenance, patches, all of those that you will be responsible under this. And also it will be you who will be under the control, and it will also requires more effort to manage. And some of the examples for unmanaged service is Azure Virtual Machines and Azure Blob Storage. So we will dive into this example. So I'll come to this Azure portal. I'll give you an example. So over here, if I search SQL, you can see here there is Azure SQL. Hold on, guys. So over here, you can see an Azure SQL. So this is an managed service. So basically, this is a fully managed service for running the database. Azure is only single-handedly responsible for backups, security, maintenance, updates, whatever it is, Azure will take care of it. Keep this point clear in your mind, guys. Then there is unmanaged service. Unmanaged service can be this one, SQL Service 2022 Analysis Services. So what this is basically, whenever you create a virtual machine, you will only be responsible for setting up it can be either operating system, managing the updates, it can be patches, maintenance, security. You will be the one who will be responsible in controlling all of these. So now a question might arise in your mind. First of all, why are you first of all using this? What is the point of this? So I will show you. I'll tell you now. Why is it important? Why are we using managed and unmanaged service? What is the purpose of it? So whenever we are talking about managed and unmanaged service, it is important to know because it will help you to take good decisions based on your resource and the level of expertise. So it can be using for your project. You can't be choosing any service that's required. So you have to choose the right service. So basically managed services, they will be are easier to use and they have very less maintenance. And you don't have to worry about, as I said, any infrastructure. So if you're running a small website and you don't want to deal with any complexity of the website, you don't have to worry about it. So using the Azure App Service, you just have to use it, and it's a managed service, so it can save you either time and effort. And unmanaged service, what does it do? It gives you more control. If you need either to customize your environment or have specific requirements, like maybe installing customer software or maybe configuring your system. So that is important to know whether if you're having an unmanaged service in your system. For example, if I say if you need to set up an operating system or install any specific software, for example, Azure Virtual Machine, it will allow you to configure everything by yourself. And then it also saves time and effort. Then it also has scalability and flexibility. So managed service, it can be, can make, you will be able to scale your application. If you need more storage, Azure will automatically adjust it in the background. Whereas in the unmanaged service, it gives you more flexibility. You will have fully control over your environment. You will need to manage the scaling and the resource allocation all by yourself. Then the cost management. Managed services, basically for cost management, they will be more expensive as Azure will handle most of the work. So, however, they will save you some money in the long run. Why? Because for specified staff to manage the infrastructure is required. In the other hand, we have unmanaged service, right? So they will be more cheaper, but we will be more investing more on monitoring under the maintenance. It can be the patching them, updates, all of that is required under unmanaged service. So in order to make sure everything runs smoothly. So in conclusion, I can say that knowing about managed and unmanaged service will help you to choose the right service based on your project's requirements, cost, and level of control you need.
Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!